Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our legendary Shi Xie Let's Play. We continue for episode 6 from turn 56 in the spring season of 211. Now last time our faction leader Shi Xie has passed, and now we have a full roster of generic generals, and we're about to hit our Duke rank, which is when we can start expanding for real. A couple things first, let's grab some chests. It's kind of bad that it doesn't update correctly, so kind of want to figure out which chests we have too many of and which one we don't have enough of. Alright, 4 diplomacy, 2 recruitment and unit stat, 3 satisfaction, 2 and 3. Actually, we'll just grab another diplomacy. 4 is probably not enough. Faction council events, personality role yeah, that's not going to be the right character. Could it give us an actual character that we have? She could lose incompetent. Yeah, I mean, not super relevant, but she's literally the only person. We could also just steal an heir, add another family member to the group, and we can marry a family member. No rush, but not a bad deal. We have enough characters in my opinion. Set item, Tangwu construction. Zangke will be better. Let's see if we can get it to swap. Usually, I think we can. It's just fixated on Tangwu this time. I mean, there's multiple empty slots, which might be why. Alright, that's fine. We can use it in Tangwu. Grab a set item. Oh. Well, we don't need that. This is still correct. Actually, we decided that we want a family member. Or do we? Let's get rid of incompetence. Yeah, this is fine. She's now kind. We have 2 characters we want to recruit and then potentially fire for their items. Now, Ling Tong has a sort of unique background, but it's not really worth it. And we'll just say goodbye to them. I do not believe they are remotely related to us, and we don't really want them to. So, goodbye. We're 5 turns away. I'm getting Azor Dragons. That should help. Alright, finally get this upgrade. 3 turns. But we don't need this here. This gives us prestige. We need it for both. Step it back. It's being displayed now. It's entrepreneur. We were probably getting it through a trade. If we level up our market building, we would have it. So I guess we could just do this. That way we have our own version and we don't have this problem. Yep, it'll fix itself. And we can also start boosting one of these. What's the problem? We have everything now. I'm hoping it would just refresh after next turn. Move her back a little. Yeah, still have one more thing here. This is fine. This is going to be pretty early on. I think we just get a state workshop here. And the future pulley corruption reduction. There's really nothing else we could use. Private workshop just for the commerce boost. I mean, the tax building I think is something we might just get rid of in the future. Let's just do a bunch of base income. I think that's fine. Yeah, regional city. Let's slot him in. Because Shi Xie died and we kind of fumbled the inheritance, we're gonna just have her come in and take over. They'll just be all rank 1. That's the only thing. Yeah, I don't think we want these, but there's not a better recruit right now. Maybe Azure Dragons will be the replacement later on. Regional cities across the board very soon. This one still needs to upgrade, but be next turn. Alright, we're doing fine. Military access. We have to pay for it? No thanks. I mean, we're most likely going to go to war with them pretty soon. They're our closest emperor seat in the future. Alright, we still have 21 food. That's a good sign. Private workshop here? We don't need that. That's clearly trespassing, but whatever. Yeah, 2 turns is okay. It's not the end of the world. And now we're making 19k per turn. Okay, fight Meng Huo. We're down for that, actually. Yeah, but this is the problem. So we just say no. Alright, we can throw another feast. Zhang Song seems to like parties. I think it was him last time too. Grab a couple more of these. I think we can actually... one turn that. Alright, we're going to hit it once these 2 upgrades are complete. That's going to be 10 points, which is enough to hit Duke. So we're almost going to go. Administrator's uncle, 5 more food. That means we should definitely have enough for what we need. And we can start preparing them as well. Now, we don't have enough strategists, so we might just summon him out. Because right now he's defending Zanko, which we don't need. So we're going to have him be the strategist here for this group as we prepare a force, because the expansion is going to start once we do hit. And we can get these armies ready to go. I'm gonna wait for the Zor Dragons, I think. They're just gonna be better units. Who else? We have a decent general here, Burn Officer. I just don't know who to throw him in with. We have other Naman General. He's in the army. He's in the army. We should replace her, actually. Lu Ji. I mean, this army does make sense for her. We'll just have to wait till we get more generals, I guess. Alright, the 2 duchies in the north are going back to war with each other. Good for them. Elger's administrator. We'll give him the Master of Writing. So that we can have positive public orders everywhere. I think we're not going to worry too much about this corruption level. I mean, technically, Tongwu should... Yeah, we should go. We should prepare. We're going to expand, so it's going to get a lot worse. Places like this, where we are focused on income, that makes sense. But otherwise, we should be more ready for it. Like, this really should be this. Because we don't need industry income here. It's not a big part of that economy. These are different. These are huge economic areas. So these 2 can be more corruption reduction. Alright, we're good. Yeah, we'll hit our rank next turn and we can get things started. Become vassal. I think war with Shamoko probably will be the first target. We're finally Duke, or Duchess in this case. 5 points. We can max out army. We can also supplement some of the trade that we lost, so that we can open up new trade partners in the future. Let's do a mix of both. Let's do 2 armies and 3 trade, so at least we're trade positive. We hit Duke. And we're now known as our faction leader's name. Guess we don't get a duchy title? Maybe we'll get one next turn. Are we... Yeah. We actually just pick up our faction leader's name. Like I said, it's not a very fleshed out free LC content. She has an armor piece. We do want that. Oh, but we want the capture rate. Yeah, even though he's administrator and we kind of want this and this, but he's also in the army, so we're going to have to do this first too. We might give him a chest later on, but right now I think that's fine. We also have a prime minister position, so we're looking for another set of faction-wide bonuses. It could be anyone, honestly. Like our heir, if we don't want her to be our heir, she can now be a prime minister if we want. Faction leader. Let's see, who else? Village chief. No thanks. Faster construction. Not really needed anymore, especially with our specialty going on. Trader, clerk, peacekeeper. Useless. This is all army-based. We could add her for another set of corruption reduction bonus and some just standard administrator stuff, or commander bonus skill tree. Yeah, unfortunately none of the kids are good with bonuses. It might just be her. Boost her authority. Guess we can just take an all stat, 15 points boost. Throw her up here as prime minister. Throw someone else here. Guess we can pick a high level character. What do we want? Marketplace for sure, I think. And then I'm not so sure, but we'll build this for sure. And then the last slot, yeah, not sure exactly what we need there. She should be here. Doesn't matter if she's unhappy. Our oldest kid's 9-year-old daughter. I think she is the oldest 9-year-old son. So about 7 more years before they come of age. Still quite a while to go. I think we can declare war on them. They're the one that... It's been a while since we had a relationship. We have an open trade agreement. Liu Bei is willing to trade. That's beautiful. Ooh. Mi Feng? Liu Bei adopted him? Oh, Liu Bei married Lady Mi in this start? Yeah, I guess that's why he's family. Liu Bei is actually kind of poor. We have enough food, clearly. He has enough food as well. I mean, if we can't do much, we might as well try to push this relationship to 5 points. Oh, we don't need this. Rather cancel the... Yeah, cancel the item trade. Plus 40 points. It's not high, but... throw this in there. Get rid of a chest. We get the 40 points anyways. Cao Cao doesn't like this. He's in a war with the Kingdom of Wu, which is good for us. He's also part of the alliance with Yuan Shao, which is why Cao Cao hates this. Yeah, if we get Sun Ce to attack us, that's actually a good thing. Finally can activate them. There is that army in the water, I know, but I doubt they'll do much damage. This way we get to wipe them out first. I think that's all they have. We can keep all the land that we gain now. Our item still here for 7 turns. We're not going to use them as extensively going forward. See, this is an army. I'm not going to worry about that. We kind of still have to stay here and stay put for a bit longer. Fire arrows. And work our way over here. There could be an army there. But there isn't. Alright, so we don't need this marketplace here. City build is fine. Their in building is not terrible, just we can't upgrade it any farther, so we probably would switch it back. This is their version of the temple. Prestige. It would have been nice for the prestige game, but we also don't need this here. Rather it be farm with food and income. Yeah, we'll do that conversion later. It can stay for now. We're going to get our reform. And then we might go... We're probably going to get the buildings done. The higher tier income buildings. That's nice. That's also very nice. We'll take another kid. Got a merchant for the set item. So how are we related? You're the wife. Decent trait. We'll just use her as a potential administrator. We did pick up fooling, so she could hop in here and work on all the construction next turn. 16%. Yeah, not terrible. This would also work. 18% actually. Yeah, we'll let the Naman rule the Naman land. We're about to expand to Wuling anyway, so we have another commandery to give. It's not a very good one, so we'll just give it to him for just the discounting. It's now free. And the reason why it's free is because we have so many blue buildings here. 15% discount. 10% discount. 10% discount. And then the administrator discount. Although, can we speed that up? So we'll build this. Pop them over here. 4 turns. 1 turn. We want more food. I think we're still going to go tall everywhere. Yeah, also super cheap. 80. It costs like 80 something to build. We're just gonna wipe out Jamoko here. Relationship with Liu Zhang's gonna be interesting because we are bumping into them. I mean, we covet his land, so it's gonna be war. Yeah, these are not trade deals. How is he still alive? And that Shi Xie has died. Sun Ce has also declared war on Cao Cao. Mami D died before the 200 start. So the fact that he's alive with this start date is a little weird. Alright, I'm pretty certain he should have an army here. Yep, he does. We can ambush him. Yeah, his armies are not scared. I actually don't even want to ambush him. I want to take this chance to swap units. Oh, we can ambush and swap units. Okay, even better. We're going to keep the infantry of Jin. They have turtle formation. We need them to protect the Juggernaut, so that's why they're going to stay there. They're also upgrade of the Spear Guards, which is why we have these over here as well, even though we have access to them as well. Yeah, I don't know what to do about the cavalry situation later on. Let's get faction-wise starting rank. Ooh, +1 rank before we did all the recruitment. Just actually 2 new units, so this doesn't hurt us. We're still recruiting later. This is actually good. The swaps I don't think counts. I'm not sure actually. If we look at the swap, actually it does count. So we did get 8 units and they are not as high level as they could be. That's okay. She can't get there in time. Do we want to give someone a chest here to do the build up for us? Not really. We can go slower, especially the first couple buildings. Not gonna really matter. State workshop for corruption reduction. That's probably the most urgent. And then just a private workshop and then we're good here. Probably throw her in assignment here. Yeah, we still have only 1 general that we can really use. We could set up some marriages. He's still single. And then we can set up... Actually, let's set up a marriage for him. That way he and his wife can have family boost in the same army. And we can have Shi Xie's great grandkids. And we got a strategist, which is good. Not sure about her traits yet. It's terrible. We could reroll a different one. We could also live with this and hope for the Faction Council reroll. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Where are the wars gonna be? I mean, there's Liu Zhang's war, which will happen. He's taking a lot of Menghuo's land. So we're gonna fight the Nanman troops first. We can summon the army here. He hates his wife too. This is a case, I think, of divorce. And we're gonna re-roll this. Because it's just not good. And then we're going to fire her. She's no longer part of the family. I don't think we can do the marriage setup 2 times in a... Yeah, we're going to wait till next turn. Can't get married so often. We'll find you a suitable wife, no worry. I mean, it's a brilliant officer. Everything's very good with him. The wall set here with the D. Good horse. Melee cav. Depends. Maybe he gets a commander wife. That might be quite good. We'll see what he gets. What do we want? We wanted to change one of the administrator horses. He is the one currently building out, so more expertise, the better. Construction time decrease. Population increase. We can just do all stats. Perfect. Yep, that's pretty much everything. Oh, except for this. Can we get someone in there? Okay, she is in there, and still 4 turns. It's the final upgrade, makes sense. Alrighty. No, please just declare war against us. He's starting to hate us. I don't want this non-aggression. Just fight us. We'll take Nanhai back. We'll keep it for the food. We're probably going to go tall everywhere, right? That ambush is going to be beautiful. Our siege weapon's not really good for this fight, but we do have to fight it. As you can see, they delegate better than us somehow. We'll just set up in the front. We're not going to swarm them from the side. We'll do a standard sort of line fight with our siege weapons. It's just Shamoka's own delegate value. The units are terrible. It's just the general. Oh, it is completely uphill fight for them. Okay, this is nice. It is raining again, which is not nice, but we'll still shoot fire arrows for the morale hits. I don't know how we're going to use those cavalry. I might give him a different title to give these Azure Dragons Poison Arrow. I think we can fight everyone except for him. So we might look for a couple fights. He's not healthy from the delegate, but maybe we can fight him. No, they don't want to fight. Okay, they can come back then. Oh, there we go. They're friends. Also, they're also friends. I mean, I have the secret weapon, so this is just murder. The attack speed is... Yeah, I mean, it's a big mace. Makes sense it's low. I'm surprised he's not getting chunked harder. Because he has no evasion. I guess it's just our very, very slow attack rate. They're shifting their army back. I mean, they're going to have to charge us sometime. I don't understand how he's lasting so long. I don't know how to get him out after this. I'm just gonna hit here. We might not have the vision to do that, but that is just where things are densest. We might hit some trees, the rocks might not land. But whichever one does land, get a decent amount of chunk here. Can he get out? I think we're just gonna be stuck here surrounded by so many enemy units. Alright, got the fire burning. I'm also gonna slap down. It's gonna hit a lot of units too. Or just a few, but fire arrows. We could kind of charge our cavalry over here. Did we get on a horse? No. Horse. Alright, he can get out, he can get out. There we go. The rocks are dropping. It's mostly range units, so it's good. Go, 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 go. Yeah, the map is tilted because it's like a tilted hill. Disorienting, but we'll figure it out. He's coming after us. We're lagging in this forest. I don't feel so safe after that fight. I feel like once we win, we get killed. I'm gonna switch him to an axe after this. This weapon is just too slow. I killed him with the Flame Phoenix. Can we get on the... Oh, I don't even have the button for it. He's angry. I don't want to fight him here. Not even if I'm dismounted. Go, 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 go. Look at that rock rolling down from our trebuchet. Yeah, I have a morale problem. We're a vanguard. Get out of here. He's trying to shoot us. We can zigzag a little. Yeah, come to our flamethrowers. And with him, I think it's still army loss at the end there. Oh, the returning's on fire. Can we kill them? Yep. Problem is they're not charging us. I mean, in our trebuchets, we're out of shots. We'll let the arrows do its thing for a while. And then... we could push up. I think the AI is just... they don't know what to do here. Kill this, and it's all infantry, basically. we try to kill him with this? It might not work. He's coming too fast. Keep moving. Just ignore him. Yeah, it's just a war crime at this point. Alright, he's down. You guys go there. Burn this group. He's done. It's like 11 of them left. Alright. Having the AI frozen on their path is actually the more painful part. Been a lot smoother if they just charged up. It did some damage. Killed a couple machines, didn't really kill that many people, which should be fine. Everyone should replenish pretty easily. It'd be nice to catch him and get an item from him. It's not any generals that we want. Basic stewards also not really something I'm looking for. Welcome to the family. One of your generals have served you loyally without complaint for a long time. One day they kneel before you, ask if you cement the bond. They are family. Wait. How is he not family? Didn't he marry our brother's widow? Did that relationship like get erased when Shi Xie's line disappeared because it's Shi Xie's brother? Could be the case. Yeah, see now it's really messed up because he's also on the he was here with the wife. Now he's here still with yeah, it's a little weird now. That adoption event is bugged. He was family. Everyone was family. Alright, doesn't matter. Let's see. What do we want to do here? He's wiped. Can we get to here? No, we can't. We have to get through him. So we have to clean them out. We'll switch his weapon. Duchy needs a better gear. We have almost 200k. Alright, we can wipe them next turn. I'm gonna recall her. Dump her in Fuling. We'll set up another marriage for him. And now it just looks weird on the adoptions. Strategist? Sentinel. Probably also not what we want. We can reroll it again. It's a Zhuge. Pingjuan. Pingjuan seems such a... It's terrible again. Cruel, incompetent. It's so hard to find you a match. Let's divorce. Let's use her to divorce. Yeah, better luck next turn. She's also not needed anymore. We can dump her somewhere else. All this is max build. I don't think we're upgrading. Oh, this needs a little bit of upgrade. I can run her over. Get her into Zangke. 2 turns, perfect. We're just gonna rest up here, clean that up. We need them to hit Kingdom. I think they'll restore, actually. So we'll hope for that to happen. And then we don't have to deal with Imperial favors anymore. Is there any chance she's... No, she started out in Liu Bao's faction, so not family. We'll try the marriage again. Okay, strategist again. Our heir leveled up. We've got an extra assignment. Don't really have character for that right now. Ah, this is much better. Tranquil is really good for the army. Feared is really good. Strong's really good, even if she's just a strategist. So this is going to work. She's also very young. They might not like each other, but that's fine. And we can have her come out, be the cavalry officer here. At least someone likes someone here. Oh, yeah, we could... I mean, it's super cheap already. Like, super cheap. But we can make it cheaper, and then he can get the poison volley because he's actually a burn officer. Even after we finish fighting them, the Juggernaut's still gonna be very good against infantry. We're gonna splurge. Actually, I want more shock cav. Alright, so we have 2 stack on this side for the war against Menghuo in the future. Let's finish them. Proper end for them. They have a decent garrison, right? It's not gonna matter. And then Liu Ti's army can rest up before turning against Liu Bao. It'll be better for the roleplay if, say, Liu Bao dies of old age and Liu Bei takes over and we go back in to reclaim our father's land. We'll see if we can get that to happen. They probably will not charge out. Oh, actually, we just messed that up. There we go. A lot of them died. I don't know if we cover enough. We'll cover some. Oh, they're coming out. It's very over for them then. That delegate fight went really poorly, the one we took. Just to clean up Shamoka's army last time. And just right here. Once again, the generals are going to be a big problem, especially with the health level at where we are. I could take him out, I think. Alright, now fire will. Where are the rocks? There they are. Throw those slingers. Yeah, what are we gonna do about him? I'll take him. Can we torch him? It might work, actually. Oh, except for this dueling. Oh, wow, we murdered him with a... Okay. Why are you guys moving up? I guess it doesn't matter. Wow, we're just melting everything. Hit this in the back. Ooh. It came from the other exit over there. Lead this unit over. Oh, elephant killed everything. Never mind, it's over. We also killed him. Perfect timing. Oh, we toasted Shamoko. His body is somewhere in this pitch. I don't think we can find him. Everyone's so charred. We can find his horse, maybe? No. Back to dust. Yeah, the first damage that hit, I mean, he moved slightly to the side, so I guess only one jet got him. When 4 jet hit him, he just melted. I don't think we need him either. Yeah. I'm not going to vassalize him. I'm going to just take the land. We can put administrator here as well. It's actually good burn officer plus champion for industry food. I think that makes a lot of sense. Even though it looks like he doesn't have any expertise to speak of. Might be because of his armor. I actually think it's because of his armor. He's wearing something that reduced all his expertise. Yep. But we get the wall set bonus. I'm totally okay with it. We got the recruitment discount going. Where's that poison arrow? Should be in the bandits. Actually, no. It's down here. Range damage. Military supplies. Master of the Hunt. Duchy ranked up again. Do we need to specialize in food here? We have a lot of food. Alright, we're not going to build a food multiplier building, so I don't think we need to build one here. We need to get corruption reduction down.
Shi Xie 劫狱，待时而发。恪守职责。
We probably should cancel the assignment for money and have her come on the field to boost the construction time for both Fuling and Wuling over here. This army is going to stay put. They're going to be launching an attack against Liubao later on. They're still around. He's still now... You have any armor item that you random into? Nope. 47. I could vassalize him here. He would have to pay a bit of his money to me. And then we'll take whatever rest he's willing to give. Actually, I don't even want the vassalage. Just give me all your cash. Yeah, I think this is far better. I don't want him dragging me into any wars that I don't want to be in. We could go deeper. That way we'll be in a better position to strike. Depends on if we're fighting Sun Ce or Liubao, but I have a feeling Liubao might be first. Alright, we're still waiting on more characters. We have a couple single people, I think. Let's see. He's still single. Let's find him a wife. Perceptive is good. Disloyal, very bad. Superstitious. We really would like strategist, so we're gonna try until we get one. Other than him, our single widow also could use a man, but I think we'll keep her here so that Shi Xie can be displayed. Even though the rest of the tree is already a mess due to this weird adoption thingy. It's like our faction leader adopted her aunt's husband. No, her widowed aunt's, well, her uncle's wife, widowed wife's new husband. Which in the game is still distant relative. But that was a weird, twisted relationship that we had here. Oh, we should have put a building in for Zhangke. The settlement. We can do it next turn. It's not a big deal. Yeah, we'd have been dragged into a war. Mission aborted. Guess he's raised his points enough. Alright, regional city. I could just move her to Fuling. It would be some walk. It'd be better if we just summoned her. In the meantime, everything is going to be level 1, a one-turn build in the beginning, so it's not really going to matter. Yeah, we're going to rest up. I was going to summon her. But now that we don't need to, we're going to use one more of these chests in the future. We can declare this war against him soon. They need one more turn. I'm going to move them up. Yeah, we'll launch the attack in spring. Yeah, potential administrator in the future. Strategist. That's okay. She's never going to be a faction-wide position. This is acceptable. And we're going to be okay with acceptable. We still need more characters. We don't have enough to form another army. I don't want to marry away the mom. Yeah, we're out of single characters for now. We can wait on the kids. They're 6 years away, but then we're going to get... Once the kids start coming of age, we're going to get so many characters. We have so many in our faction that is going to come of age. And if we're not going to remember who's who, it's going to be wild. It's maxed. That's maxed. Got our slot. And we don't know what to do with it. That's the problem. Probably a forge at this point. I don't think I want to do a tax collection here. We can do a forge building. It's going to boost a little bit of industry. But mostly it will get us items. Yeah, that's probably what we will do. We don't have the reform for it yet. But next turn we can start up the red tree. Actually, no. Blue tree first and then red tree after that. Blue, purple, red. So the forge, no items for a bit. And we'll declare war against Menghuo next turn as well. No. This is going to be a war pretty soon. So we're not going to sign that. Oh god, our favor is maxed. Yeah, he's gonna build a bunch of buildings and get discounts for that. We're gonna leave things here. We have started expanding out now that we hit Duke, and things are gonna go pretty fast, and we're gonna build up pretty fast because of our chess. So hitting Queen, it's gonna be pretty soon, sooner than we think. We're gonna wipe out King Menghuo's land. He's the last of the Nanman factions, and then we're probably gonna swallow up Liu Zhang's territory out west. We already have one emperor here. We are waiting for the other two. We are governor faction, so we're never going to trigger that ourselves. Liu Biao, I think we can wait till he dies of old age. He is 60 plus, for sure. If not 70. 71. Yeah, even he does not have the old age trait, so he does die starting 60. He's just super, super lucky. And technically, everyone in his family is family to us, because we had this through the marriage. So if we can pick up his characters after his death, you can see the symbol. He's actually earning us 10 splendor. Okay, yeah, that's actually kind of funny. But that doesn't make sense. I don't think that's actually true. We're picking it up from these. These are our family members giving us splendor. I don't actually think he is giving us splendor. Right? That's a faction leader giving us splendor. And then... we can't even find the others on our tree anymore because Shi Xie is dead. So we can't see the row above. There we go. That's 10 splendor. That's 10 splendor. Wait, is the fourth one really Liu Biao? No way. We checked her. No, we checked him. Shi Xie. He might be a distant relative. No, he can't be. I'm pretty sure we only used... Right, these two we checked. Yeah, we can't even find Shi on this list. Huh, maybe Liu Biao is the fourth. We'll know for sure when he dies. But anyways, we're going to end our episode here. We're going to take over this land, take over the west. And then once the war with Kingdom of Wu happens, we'll probably Liu Biao first, and then them. We'll get our emperor seat, and then we're going north after that. And waiting for those kids to come of age. Once they do, close to 220, we'll probably get the first wave. And then we'll just conquer the rest of the map from there. So until then, bye!